All right, we got an early game today. Let's get those lineups set right now on Fantasy Football Today Express. Yeah, good morning. It's an early one. This is 15 minutes, Heath. I'm pretty tired.
Makes a big difference for you?
It does. I don't know why. But listen, reminder to everyone, we've got an 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. live stream and then noon to 1. Slightly different schedule today, so please join us for both of those. 8:30 to 9:30, noon to 1 Eastern, youtube.com/fantasyfootball today. All right, Jaylen Warren, we're going to start with that because that's the early game. We're going to get the inactives maybe at the very, very end of this live stream right here, of this show, but he's expected to play. Are you starting him as usual? Did you change your rankings at all, basically, on Jaylen Warren with the late addition of the injury report?
I lowered him just a little bit. I had him, I think, at RB17. He's currently at RB22. I think you were still starting him. But I had him just ahead of Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara. Now he's just behind those guys. It's not a very good matchup. It's a very low total game. And if there's any question about his health, low end RB2.
Okay. He has scored more than 13 PPR fantasy points in all 3 games. He has 9 catches in his last 2 games. So we're hoping for that floor, but we wish you weren't on the injury report. For the Bucs-Eagles game, looks like the Bucs are coming into this game healthy, or at least healthy enough for these guys to play. Not Mike Evans, but Baker Mayfield, Tristan Wirfs, their left tackle, Chris Godwin, all expected to play today against the Eagles. Godwin could be on a snap count. Mayfield's had this biceps injury. His offensive coordinator talking about how he's gutting it out or something like that. Any trepidation starting Mayfield? And what about Godwin?
So are you accepting the bicep injury, or is this Faker Mayfield?
That's a great question. Oh, I wish I knew.
I would prefer not to start Baker Mayfield, but he is still QB 13. Our top streamer, Geno Smith, I would start over him. Justin Fields is going to be active now. I would start Justin Fields over him. I'd start Jordan Love, Brock Purdy over him. But he's still ahead of someone like Jared Goff.
Okay, here's one of the more annoying ones, I think, is now that Juwan Jennings is playing, how do we rank the 49ers wide receivers?
There's also been some talk.
Expected to play, sorry.
Yeah, Jennings could be on a snap count himself. So I'm still viewing Ricky Pearsall as a must-start wide receiver. I'm viewing Jennings as a number 3 wide receiver. He's wide receiver 31 for me, ahead of Trey Tucker, who we were pretty excited to get back, or who had a great week last week, but still behind DK Metcalf, who I don't really want to start, but is playing this morning. Okay,
would you start Juwan Jennings or like a Wan'Dale Robinson kind of player?
Juwan Jennings.
Okay. Juwan Jennings or Travion Henderson?
So that's probably going to come down to format. Jennings is, listen, he still has the upside to be a top 20 wide receiver for sure. I've got him projected for 12 fantasy points. I would start him over Henderson in full PPR.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's move on here to Justin Fields. You said you're starting him over Baker Mayfield. Where's he in your rankings?
He is QB8. Has the potential to be QB1. Fantastic matchup. And he's healthy. It's not like he's coming off of an ankle and we don't know how much he'll run. I expect him to be Justin Fields.
And Tyreek Hill and Darren Waller are expected to play. Tedero McMillan and Chuba Hubbard are expected to play. Colson Loveland is not expected to play. And here's a frustrating one. Ramondre Stevenson, according to Chad Graff, who covers the Patriots for The Athletic, according to Mike Vrabel, he's just quoting Mike Vrabel, not expected to see a reduction in playing time. So I had Henderson in the lineup. I'm going to have to talk it over with my co-manager, but I'm at the moment planning to bench him for Zach Ertz in a PPR league.
So it's interesting because when you say not expected to be punished, is that beyond how he was punished last week?
It said business as usual. What Chad Graff said, I think he said business as usual for the Patriots running backs.
In the second half of that game last week, I don't know that Ramondre Stevenson touched the ball, and Travion Henderson had like 11 touches.
No, the implication is he is going to get his regular role. He is not going to be punished. He was punished in last week in week 3, not this week, week 4. That was the report. That's what Vrabel said.
Well, yeah. I don't think we know anything. And I don't think that it has been predetermined at the beginning of this week that one guy is going to get a certain number of touches, because it's been pretty fluid so far this year. It was 9 touches in week 1 for Ramondre. It was 16 in week 2, and it was 7 last week. So I'm still starting Henderson over Stevenson. Neither one of them are top 24 running backs in full PPR, which is Henderson's best format. He's RB 29. Stevenson's RB 35 for me.
Okay, I'll just read the exact tweet. Mike Vrabel said Ramondre Stevenson won't be punished by cutting his playing time for the 2 fumbles last week. Business as usual at running back for the Patriots. All right, people, you can do with that.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to dispute that. I just don't think, based on what's happened through 3 games, business as usual tells us very much.
Yeah. Well, it tells me that that's not a great role for Travion Henderson. That's that way. But Chad Graff also mentions that starting left guard Jared Wilson is out and starting right guard Mike Onwenu is questionable. So the Patriots could be shorthanded on the offensive line against the one thing that the Raiders keep doing well defensively. They are a good run defense. No, I'm sorry. They're playing the Bears, not the Raiders. My apologies. They've already played the Raiders. All right, let's take a break.
The Bears are playing the Raiders.
That must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the properties of math that I use there. Okay, so we're going to take a break. I would not have gotten that wrong at 8 a.m. I'll tell you that. 7:45 a.m. start? Yeah, I don't know the matchups. We'll be right back with a few more news items and your questions after this. All right, some ones that probably don't matter to you. Noah Fant is out, and Marvin Mims is questionable, and Evan Ingram will play. They've got Cincinnati. It's Monday night, so we won't maybe not even know if Marvin Mims is going to play. But any interest in Troy Franklin this week?
I really don't want to, and I just want to clarify the Patriots are playing the Panthers, which is a great
yeah. Right. Yes, they are. And they're expected to play Chuba Hubbard and Tedero McMillan, who I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, Franklin?
No, thank you.
And Isaiah likely expected to play. Did this downgrade Mark Andrews for you?
Yeah, Mark Andrews was not someone you could really rank based on a projection, at least not very high anyway, when he had 3 points in the first 2 weeks of the season. This makes me even more skeptical of trusting the one good week.
2 more things here. Xavier Worthy expected to play. Worthy or Godwin?
I'm going to go Worthy. I think the difference between the two is I could see a massive game for Xavier Worthy. I don't really see the huge upside for Chris Godwin. And so Worthy's like our wide receiver 37. Godwin is just try to sit him for me.
Worthy or Jennings?
I'm going to go Jennings.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is questionable. Are you ranking him?
Yes, he is expected to play. What's his number of touches going to be? I don't think it's reliable. He's RB 33 for me, 1 spot ahead of Isaiah Pacheco.
Adam needs some coffee ice cream this morning.
I can't believe you had such a bad take about that.
I
shouldn't be surprised.
No, you should be. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you're in on coffee ice cream. I mean, why would anybody ruin ice cream by making it taste like coffee? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
You saw the results. I am in the majority.
What results? My Twitter poll?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take a look at that. But let's
56% like or love it. 20% don't care, and 20% don't like it.
I wish you didn't have to bring that up. All right. Tony Pollard or Brian Thomas Jr. in flex?
Ooh, I will go with Brian Thomas Jr. as long as it's full PPR.
Scattaboo, Henderson, Golden, start 2.
I'm going to start the 2 running backs. I agree with Jamie's call that this could be the breakout game for Matthew Golden. It's just hard to project that.
Right, but I feel a little more confident in a Golden breakout than a Henderson breakout. Golden played about 75% of the snaps last week. He's got a great matchup. So right, if you compare Henderson and Golden, who's more set up? You think Henderson is still more set up for that?
Well, they both have a great matchup. Henderson has maybe the best matchup for.
I don't know who Henderson's playing, so
yeah, he's playing the Panthers, and I think we're totally guessing on the number of touches for the Patriots running backs. Like even week 1, Travion Henderson had 6 targets. If you're telling me Travion Henderson's going to have 6 targets, that's a great spot for a breakout. It might be more than Matthew Golden.
6 targets. That'd be nice. The only thing that should taste like coffee is coffee. I agree with that. But this one says coffee ice cream is so good. PPR, pick 2, Keenan Allen, Ricky Pearsall, Deebo Samuel.
I'll go Pearsall and Deebo.
By the way, on that last question, you have Judkins. I'm sorry, you have Scadaboo ahead of Travion.
Oh, yes. Scadaboo is a top 24-ish, 20-ish running back.
Okay. Judkins or Jordan Mason, PPR?
Jordan Mason.
Juwan Jennings or Jalen Waddle or Krosky Merritt?
It's tough because with Darren Waller there, obviously playing the Jonnu Smith role, we could see Jalen Waddle's targets impacted. I would start Jennings, but just barely.
You just wait. Henderson or Jalen Warren?
Jalen Warren.
Half PPR, Brian Thomas Jr. or David Montgomery?
Ooh, half PPR is a good one. And Montgomery's role in the passing game has been a bit of a mystery. Really good a couple of weeks. I've got him at 10.4. I've got Brian Thomas at better than that. I'm starting Thomas.
All right, last one. Jamison Williams, Xavier Worthy, or baseball today? Yeah, who's B-ball? Am I missing something?
Yeah, I have no idea who B-ball is. I would start Worthy over Jamison Williams.
All right. Enjoy B-ball. We'll see you in 29 minutes for our live stream, folks. I'll be up by then. Talk to you then. See ya.
The Patriots play the Panthers.